everybody. Hey, I thought today we'd take a look at an arrangement I did a while back, quite a while back actually, of classic rock tune Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. And the original song is in the key of G. It's G, C, D, and E minor. And I moved it up to the key of A just for the sake of fingerstyle. It might be a little easier, I thought, to play in the key of A and get all the parts together. So it's basically, I've got the tab, and the link down below to the tab is free if you want the tab, or you can just watch me play it, and we'll go from there. But anyways, the first thing we'll take is the intro. I'm going to play the intro. I'm going to play the intro, by golly, in sixth intervals like this. Then I hit a little D chord with an E bass, so it's functioning as an E. Then I repeat that. Now when I play these sixth intervals, I'm playing them on string 1 and 3. So I've got the first string 5 and the second string, or third string 6, with an open A bass. So a thumb and 2 fingers. Then they're at the 7th fret and then the 9th fret. And on the 7th fret they're straight across. And same thing with 9. So it's up and back. Then you take the same pattern and move it up to the 10th fret with a D bass, 4 string open. And then the interval, the 6th interval, is on the 1st string 10 and the 3rd string 11. It's the same pattern we had down here, moved up here to the D chord with a D bass. Then we go back to the first pattern, the A, over the A. Now our D. And you don't have to pick these notes in exactly the same order I'm picking them in. I play a little differently each time. Slight little differences, but a little differently sometimes each time. And as long as you've got the right chord shape and your own feel, you're gonna be fine. So that was twice again. Now we're ready to start the verse. Just come down here to a regular A chord. Slide your fingers around that A chord. And then this note is on the 2nd string 3 to the 2nd string 2. Now, what's happening in this section is I'm playing quarter notes with my thumb. So it's a form of Travis picking. So my thumb is keeping the time. It's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So an A, D. Now when I play this D, I'm playing the C shape, 2 frets higher. And I'm playing my bass on 5, 4, then I'm opening the 5th string to play the A bass note. But you could move your pinky over to the 6th string 5 like that. But I like to just lift my pinky off, so I'm using 2 strings to play 4 bass notes. Just by lifting my pinky and playing that string open. So A, and sometimes I might hit the A bass twice like I did there, instead of rotating over to the E string, like that. What's more important than what bass note you're hitting is that you keep the time. If you keep the thumb doing the quarter notes, that'll make the time consistent and easier for people to follow. So here it is again, A, and then the D, and then I'm playing an E7, which just holding the first string at the third string at the first fret, the G sharp note, and my bass notes are 6 4 6 4. Okay, so it's okay. Now I'm playing that slowly so you can kind of hear that bass keeping the consistent timing with the thumb, and then the other notes being weaved in and out, not always on the beat. And that gives us syncopation, which is what makes the music exciting. So the next part is we have a D over F sharp to an E7, actually an E6. I've been calling it E7. So we'll play the second half of that last verse before that goes to this D over F sharp. So it's here it is. And all right, so that was D over F sharp and our E6th. Then I just come right up here with the 6 intervals again, starting on A, and then on the 4th fret, and now we need an F sharp minor chord. And I'm just playing an F sharp minor 7 bar in the 2nd fret, and I got my ring finger on the 5th string, 4th fret. And the bass is, or could be, it's whatever you choose. Again, the bass note is not so much as important as to the timing and keeping it going. So now D. Now this is just this position of D, which is the first string 5, second and third string 7, and the 4th string is open. And this is you, my. Back to our E6, A. And there's a little turnaround. And then I think in the MP3 that's down in the link below, I think it played like this. Okay. But if the turnaround now, you could play myriad different turnarounds. You could play whatever you want. Okay. Any variations on the E, it's all over an E chord. So let's just play that much, and we'll go to the next section without much talking, or maybe no talking. Let's just play that. And then you either do another verse or you go to the chorus now. And if you go to the chorus, just hit an E7 of some kind. Here's a D7 shape, moved up 2 frets. And then I've got the E root on the bottom on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Now we're going to sing sha la 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 and so on, but I'm paraphrasing that instrumentally. I'm going to play an A chord, and I'm just brushing the rest of the strings. So this is the F shape at the 5th fret. Then that D shape that we just had, and you can either use a D bass with it, open D string, or you can still use the A bass, which would be the 5th of the chord, of the D chord. So it could be. Now if you use the A bass with the D, then I would probably block out that 4th string and not play it. I do it both ways. So I'll try to do it with the A and the D, both basses. A, D. Now sometimes when I play the A, even though I'm using the F shape, I'm really trying to strum just these 3 strings. String 1, 2, and 3, 5, 5, and 6. And I'm kind of muting the open D or the D string. I'm kind of muting that note out. So I'm making my brush essentially these 3 strings, but it can be all 4 if you want. It doesn't matter. If you want to personalize these, you know, and make them your own. But anyways, A, D, A. Then I just hit the G sharp here on the 3rd string, 1st fret. Maybe hit the bass note first, and then I go more 6th intervals here at the 9th fret and the 7th fret. So that's. There's the 6th interval again on the 1st string 5 and the 3rd string 6, which you're playing, you're outlining part of the A chord. That happens to be a 6th interval in that chord. So that's it. That's our verse, and that's our chorus. And then this other part, this like the bass guitar solo, how I played that was. So I play the melody. This is a form really of Carter style. If you watch my other video on how to play Carter style, and also the one on how to play Travis picking, you'll be right in the ballpark, as we used to say back in the day, and be able to play right along with this. So in the Carter style, the melody is in the bass, on the bass. You know, so that's the melody I'm playing, and then I'm interspersing a little bit of chord stabs, if you want to call them. Then just like an A5 here, or could be the full chord. All right, so that's really it. I mean, that's a quick look, but that's basically all there is to this Brown-Eyed Girl. Very simple arrangement. Once you get the timing down with your quarter notes in your verse, it'll be very easy to play. And sometimes I even don't play a quarter note on every beat. Sometimes I'll only play 3 quarter notes in the bar, and I'll just leave a bass note out. Also, I wanted to say that when I got up here to there's no bass in there, so let's do this one more time. We've got this verse going with the bass notes. Keeping time. Now it stops. It's just like playing a whole note here. And it's ending on the F sharp. I'm only hitting the F sharp bass, and it's ringing in all 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the D chord, I bring the bass back in. So feel free to, you know, leave the bass notes on anytime you want, but going into that section stopping the bass, I think, is a very effective way to let the listener know that, hey, you've come to a new section in the tune. Because remember, we're not singing, we're playing instrumentally. So we have to try to bring out the vocal qualities and invoke the vocal to the listener by use of just playing the melody. And that's what chord melody and fingerstyle instrumental music is all about, is trying to make the people feel just like they're listening to the song being sung, only you're singing it with your melody and with your fingers. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Della's taking a nap. I'm going to put this in the Della couch collection. Here's where she usually sits, but she's in there taking a nap. She's got the day off, I guess. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will like it, and please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. I'll do another one of the old ballpark tab arrangements or something, I'm sure. All right, that's it. Bye for now.